Welcome to the Qi Journal, Journey with Me. This is my attempt at inviting you along on this path of becoming a Qi Gong instructor. I thought that we could start together. So I'm a little nervous about this because it feels very vulnerable, but you know what? You just got to feel the fear and do it anyways. So I hope that you enjoy these. These are designed to be for the Qigong community, whether you are a student and you're just wanting some insights about what it's like on this side of things. It's also meant to be as a tool for different Qigong instructors so that you can know that you're not alone and that starting your own business, it can be challenging. So I hope that you enjoy these videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Let's get the word out and let the world know. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye. Some days I wake up and I feel like I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. Engage. 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 Hit it. Stupid. Qi log. It is 12:09 p.m. on Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. Episode 1. Systems check. The morale of the crew is a little bit low right now because we started this a few months ago and progress has been much slower than I had hoped. But progress is still being made each day, and I take a lot of comfort in that. Today I learned how to fix the audio that was out of sync on some of the videos that I was making, but only some. Let's go down to the engine room and let's check it out. Welcome to the engine room. This was the section where we get a little bit more technical on the behind the scenes action. So I was running into this issue where sometimes when I would record videos, I would play them. I was using VLC as my media player. So I'd pop them into VLC, play them. The audio was in sync. Everything looked fine. Then I would upload them into my video editing software, which we'll get into in another episode. And the audio would get progressively more out of sync. And this issue was driving me insane. So after days of trial and error and different research and blah, 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 I come to find out that the problem videos is that those ones had what's referred to as a variable frame rate. So I had to download a program. It's free. It's called Handbrake. And you upload the video into there. You change one of the settings so that so it's got a fixed frame rate instead of variable frame rate. So you upload it, click one button, and then you export it. And it reconfigures it. And then when I uploaded it to the video processing software or video editing software, it was good to go. And all the audio was just great. So yeah, variable frame rates can be very problematic. In the next section, I'd like to invite messages from the crew. That's you. Now, given that this is our first video, and I don't have any comments yet, I don't really have a whole lot of messages from the crew. But I would love to invite you to message me or to write a comment with any questions that you might have. And then in future episodes, this is where I will answer those questions. And they don't have to be a question. It could be, something that you're an accomplishment that you want to share, or if there's a particular flow that you really like, or whatever it is. This is the section where we'll be sharing those. Story from the path. Okay, so today I'm going to share a story about when my life really started to change. It was in 2020, around October or November of 2020. And my life in Seattle had completely fallen apart. My girlfriend of 7 years and me, we separated. I lost my job. I decided to move from Seattle down here to Olympia and start going to Evergreen, just as something to do. There was the pandemic that was happening. There was all kinds of stuff. It was a really low point. And I was pretty depressed. It was not a good time. And I had just started doing some Kundalini yoga. I think I'd been practicing Kundalini yoga for maybe 2 or 3 weeks at this point. And I was practicing one morning. And then the strangest thing happened. I felt this really, it's like this really powerful but indescribable sense of love, of being loved. And what was really interesting is that it didn't feel like it was coming from me. It felt like it was coming from this like field of consciousness around me. And it was so powerful that I had to stop what I was doing and just sit there and cry. Because part of this feeling was what arose during part of this experience was this knowingness that no matter what I did, whatever this was that loved me was gonna keep loving me. And there was nothing I had to do to deserve it. There was nothing I had to do. There's nothing I had to do. And there was nothing I could do to stop it from loving me. And it was really powerful. It was also really confrontive in the sense that I didn't feel worthy of love. And so this feeling of lovingness that arose really knocked me on my behind, because no matter what my opinions about myself were, I could feel this love, and it wasn't from me. And it was one of the most intense and blissful experiences of my life. And I tried to repeat it. I would do the same practice. Wouldn't work. It wasn't something I created or was in control of. It just sort of happened. And that experience really started to shift things for me. It was like I found the light or something like that. And from that point on, from that sort of divine experience, that was a huge turning point for me, and my life began to change a lot in a very short amount of time after that. And we'll get into more stories that relate to this in future episodes. But that was quite the divine gift. And since that was all kind of where it started, where this journey started, what was that, 4 or 5 years ago, that's where I thought I would start our story here. Next mission. The next mission section is where I'll be sharing goals and different things that I'm trying. So my current next mission is to try and figure out how to sell gift cards on my website. I use Squarespace, and Squarespace has a way to offer gift cards for physical products, and I believe also for services. But the Live Class Club is set up as a digital product on Squarespace, and I'm not sure how to make gift cards for that. So that's my next mission. Trailblazer. You just gotta start with where you're at. Work with what you got and start somewhere and build forward from there. Let's open up our tool chest and learn a new mini practice, a new mini tool. So for today's mini tool, what we're going to do is we're going to practice 3D breathing. This is a really simple practice, and it is very, very profound. There's a lot of layers to it, which you might discover as you practice it. So for 3D breathing, I'll invite you to sit in a comfortable posture, not too tight, not too loose. And as you inhale through the nose, inhale deeply, deeply, deeply. Feel the front of the body and the back of the body expanding. Then slow exhale front through the mouth. And feel the front and back of the body shrink. Then as you repeat it, you breathe in again, deeply, deeply, deeply. Feel the front and the back expanding. We humans have a tendency to only focus on the front of the body when we're breathing, really when we're using our eyes in a lot of things we do. And we forget that we're in 3D and that we also have a back, we also have sides. So 3D breathing, it just adds another level of mindfulness. And it's a way to draw the awareness into the body in an even deeper fashion. And after practicing this for a couple of weeks, there were all kinds of surprising ways that I felt my body expanding and contracting with the breath. But I don't want to spoil any surprises. I don't want to ruin the secrets for you. So if you enjoyed this practice, please write a comment about what you think. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this video, please subscribe and share it with some other Qi Gong practitioners or Qi Gong teachers that you might know. And let's start to really build and cultivate this community. And as a reminder, if there's ever anything that you would like to share in the Kenshi Journal, then write a comment and let me know. And I'll do what I can to, to celebrate your victories with you and to answer any questions that you might have. All right, crew. I'll see you in the next episode.